Hello and welcome to the Kuribros, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime recap podcast. I'm your host, Phoenix. You can find me laid out against a chain-link fence in an abandoned, dusty lot. Joining me, my co-host. He doesn't even look at the price tag, just signs the check and throws it out the window. It's Andy. How you doing, Andy?
What if that wasn't the price for the car Kaiba stole?
I mean, he didn't steal it. He bought it.
I mean, you don't know that now because he might have just put a down payment on it.
There's definitely more paperwork that has to be done when you're acquiring a car, but he paid $500,000.
So does that mean he can drive it without tags or?
I'm saying if someone's selling a car for more than $500,000, it's a scam. And they should just take the money and shut up.
True chains.
No automobile should cost more than $10,000.
I'd
argue they shouldn't cost more than $5,000. The technology has not improved that much over the years.
No, not to a remarkable sense, but I also don't know much about cars, so I can't really give a significantly informed fact or informed opinion.
Well, I could overinform you about Henry Ford and his rampant racism.
Maybe another time, but here we are talking about...
This is not the Henry Ford and his rampant racism podcast.
It is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime Recap podcast, and what we did was...
It have the same beats as like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Henry Ford's Rampant Racism Racers for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, fuck.
It's like the awful like microphone sounds when like you pick your characters like, I'm gonna say a slur.
No, don't do that.
I hope that came across the mic good. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Henry Ford and his rampant racism racers or other stuff that we talked about earlier. I can't remember if we were recording when we talked about it. We're here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh!
And the Ceolivori Calcos arc, which is also called Waking the Dragons. And what we talked about last episode was Valon dueling fodder and Kaiba and Alistair having a very underwhelming rematch.
And then we also had an episode of Yugi and Kaiba running through a building, and there were ghosts of monsters or real monsters. The building exploded, and then they were like, well, now we know that Paradius is Doman. They're evil, and we already knew that.
Wait, the guys who've been fighting this entire arc are bad guys?
And I guess we also can extrapolate from all of the stuff between that and this episode that Doma's HQ is in Florida, which is not good, because I'm pretty sure there's like a Scientology like headquarters in Florida or some other cult like that. What were they trying to say?
You know, I just learned right now, completely off the topic.
What was that?
Little Caesars now has a Mountain Dew flavor.
Pizza.
Pizza. I've only been to Little Caesars once in my entire life, but now I'm curious about what that Mountain Dew
is. It's like 40 minutes away. I'm not going.
There's not. There's not. There's gotta be one closer.
I'm certain there are ones closer. I just don't know where they are. It's just one I used to see when I was driving around for my old job.
I think.
And I would see it and be like, that looks like an inconvenient place to get into your parking lot. And I would just keep going.
Most of the time, I'm like, I'll spend more than $5 for pizza. It's probably not even $5 anymore. It's probably like $6, and it's kind of like the dollar store where like it
if
says
you're getting like a whole pie at a place, it costs like $20.
That's like at a regular place though, and I'd pay $20 for that.
Little Caesars exists to be cheap pizza. However, as someone who on a desperate day bought like, oh god, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I've tried to block that out, but they were like super cheap, like small, like you could hold the whole thing in like your hand. Like $1 oven pizzas you get in like the frozen pizza section. The worst pizza I've ever had in my life.
I guess that's fair.
I was not in a good place in any capacity, mentally, physically, financially, when I bought them, but I did it.
I'm so proud of you.
Anyway, we're not sponsored by DiGiorno's, goddammit.
Or Little Caesars. Or Mountain Dew.
Or Little Caesars. Little Caesars can't afford to sponsor us.
No, they very much can. They probably could throw a good amount of money at us, and I'd probably wear a shill out for Little Caesars.
Oh, absolutely would. Because actually, let me just check this.
As long as they didn't tell me stuff that has to go against my morals, I'd probably chill out for them.
What the Okay, I googled Little Caesars controversy. The first response is a Reddit thread. What's up with this Little Caesars pretzel controversy? Why do they need to investigate?
Excuse me? We're really stalling for time here.
Apparently this is just some thread about Little Caesars had a pretzel pizza that was like, people were either super into it or super against it, and it was like a limited time food item. And people are really trying to figure out, like, what causes the disparity in how good the pizza was. So I don't think controversy is the right word that people want to be using in regards to this. When I'm talking about controversies in the world of pizza, I'm usually talking about Papa John's guy saying the N-word again.
What do you mean I can't say the N-word during a racial sensitivity meeting? Crazy. Over the phone says it during the racial sensitivity meeting.
Mike Ilitch is the founder of Little Caesars, and he also owned the Detroit Red Wings for a while.
That makes sense because I'm pretty sure their stadium
and the Detroit Tigers.
I'm pretty sure their stadium's called Little Caesar Stadium. Actually, hang on, let me check that out. Gonna get my hockey knowledge up. For those who don't know, I do enjoy a good hockey. Yeah, it's Little Caesar Arena.
Little Caesars, Chicago-based food company known for its pizza puff and other puff variations. Nope, never mind. That's wrong. A Chicago-based food company known for its pizza puff has filed a trademark infringement against Little Caesars.
Jesus Christ, this became the Little Caesars podcast now.
And asked a federal judge to revoke the defendant's, quote, crazy puff, quote, trademark registration. There's gotta be more important stuff you could spend your time on, man. No one cares. The consumers don't care, only you care.
Any hoozles, what we're covering tonight.
Who cares? Who fucking cares?
What we're going to be covering this episode is Joey versus Valon, and then Mai gets a rematch with Joey again. I wonder who will win this time.
The answer may shock you.
It's the audience. They are the ones who win or lose, depending on your perspective of the matter.
Hey, that's us.
Anyway, we'll go analyze this stuff now because I'm going to start the episode running off with episode 169. Woo!
I think you also got the last episode 69.
I hope so. I'll go look that up someday, but not today. To get started, we start episodes with Tristan chasing down Joey, who is ready to take on anything in his way, when suddenly one of those Orichalcos monsters appears in Joey's way. The two run away as they are chased by the monster. Joey decides to face said monster, but seems to be saved by Valon, who appeared behind said destroyed monster. Valon drives off, and Joey chases him on a motorcycle that was just kind of laying around. Valon toys with Joey during the chase in various ways, until they end up in their dueling spot. We cut to the side characters in Bokuba, Duke, and Rebecca waiting for their respective main character pals to arrive when Yami and Kaiba arrive. Rebecca informs them about Joey's antics, and they all decide to try and intercept him before he gets into trouble when Teo informs them about all the monsters that are wreaking havoc. Rebecca's grandfather informs them that this is happening all over the world, and they deduce that they are aggressively taking the souls they need to get their plan in motion. The good guys decide to go do the good guy thing and go stop the bad guy. We go to Darts, who is in his bad guy base, leading his monster troops to do his evil bidding. We see all the souls taken while it zooms in on Yugi, who is the main character of the show, as the show is called Yu-Gi-Oh! We cut back to Tristan trying to find Joey when Mai drives up saying she's looking for Joey and also Valon. After Mai realizes all of this is Valon's doing and ignores Tristan's lecture about becoming a baddie, she drives off to find the two knuckleheads. Valon finally leads Joey to their duel spot, and the two argue about Mai being a part of the bad guy club. Valon tells Joey that this was her choice and he just helped her get to where she wanted. Valon says Joey cannot be around as he's a constant reminder of her old life, and that erasing him will truly begin a new start for Mai and Valon. Gross. The duelists activate their duel disc and the duel begins. Joey takes the first turn, opens with Alligator Sword, and passes. Valon responds with Psychic Armor Head that has 0 attack points, which confuses Joey. Valon explains that with a few other cards, it can become a whole suit of armor as he plays the magic card, Armored Gravitation, which summons the rest of the ensemble of armor parts and all attached to Valon. After some B-plots of Darts monologuing and the duelists that aren't dueling doing nothing of super importance, like kind of just like talking about stuff, whatever, we get back to the duel. Joey is in awe of the strategy Valon is wearing on his body, but Valon is ready to show its power. He uses his big bang blow arm to destroy Alligator Sword, and thanks to its effect, it destroys any monster on the field, and Joey loses life points equal to those monsters' attack. So thankfully he didn't summon multiple monsters on the field because he would have been right fucked first turn.
I actually think Valon does say something in the sub about how he can only attack with one armor monster per turn.
But I mean, like, I think that particular arm could have destroyed all the monsters, and all those attack points would have... well, I guess... Yeah, because I think that's what I don't know. It's a stupid card. These cards.
Oh, absolutely. These things are so dumb.
Like I get so confused by them. It's just like whatever needs the plot to happen.
Yeah, it's literal plot armor.
Do you think they were going for that?
I want you to know, Andy was taking a drink when I said that, and I watched him like eyebrows go up like mid-realization, like, yo, he said a pun.
Yo, he's spitting over here. This motherfucker's spitting. Like, what do you thought? Maybe that was like the whole point. Is like, well, we don't know what to do with this guy. Let's just give him plot armor, literally.
Well, the plot armor doesn't go that far.
Well, the plot armor works till it doesn't.
True.
Valon should have also sustained damage, but didn't thanks to his chest piece part of the suit. I'm not following all these names, so you get what you get. After the battle phase is over, Valon's armor is destroyed and just disappears, like just goes off his body. Joey is confused as Valon ends his turn completely defenseless. Valon says he confronts his enemies head on as we see a flashback of Valon being a juvenile delinquent and going to a detention center where you give bad kids the duel monster card game. Oh, it's a pipeline to get the best duelists for darts bad guy club. This is literally how I wrote the notes.
When you say Valon was a juvenile delinquent, can you extrapolate a bit on that and what that meant in the dub so I can compare it to what I saw in the sub?
He was at a like some sort of detention center fighting inmates. And
was he already there to start with, or did he do something to get there? Oh, baby, here we go. We get to talk about the differences.
What did he do in the sub? Because he was already in the. He was like, I was a bad kid and I had a bad past and I fought anyone, and then some warden took me in with cards, and then everything else happened.
So Valon, much like a young Matthew Murdoch, I assume he was some sort of Catholic because outside of like a church and there's like a nun lady, and he's just beating up dudes, and then like the nun like tells him to stop it, and he does, and then we see another scene where like some gangsters come by and they're like, you gotta pay what you owe, nun lady. And Valon wants to throw hands, but he's like 4'2", and she's like, no, young Matthew Murdoch, Valon, don't do it. And so I guess she doesn't pay because those goons like burn the church down. Valon like sees them, like a whole crowd's come to like watch the fire. He sees them. We cut to a scene of Valon having, I assume, beaten them all to death with a pipe in an alleyway. Valon gets arrested, goes to prison, keeps fighting everyone, gets put in solitary confinement. Then the warden is like, hey, you're going to be in here for life. Unless, slides duel monsters cards across the table. Sends Valon to an island where he has to Orichalcos duel a bunch of other people. Last man standing gets to leave.
Yeah, that tracks.
They Fortnited Valon. His backstory is he won Fortnite.
He won the most important Fortnite of all.
Yeah.
No, none of that happens in the dub. I mean, okay, up until he meets the warden, gets the card, and then goes to the island to duel everyone and kills everyone there.
This rules.
That is significantly better of a backstory, and maybe this is why I had a hard time watching my episodes and not yours, because I was like, this guy doesn't even like have a cool fucking backstory. He's just bad kid who got rewarded for it. Nothing like that. But like as I was watching, I was like, okay, so he's going to detention center, and this warden's going to rehabilitate him through a card game. I guess it's not so far. Oh, he's Orichalcosing, and I guess this is a private detention center, like the ones in America.
Yeah.
So anyway, whatever, everything what Phoenix said with he dueled and everything and Fortnited. After that, Valon says he's fighting for himself, which causes Joey to have a "I fight for my friends" monologue, where as he declares Valon will be sorry he ever messed with his friends as the episode ends. Holy hell, this is gonna be a roller coaster. I'm gonna keep moving to episode 170. We open on the gang surrounded by the Orichalcos monsters who are closing in. Yami and Kaiba go to the front lines. Kaiba thinking these are holograms, which is even funnier because like he's like, why are you so scared of a bunch of holograms? Who cares? I was like, all right, Kaiba, touch one. See what happens. Let one touch you. The super awesome good guy dragon cards light up, so they call them forth to save their skins, but we don't see that yet as we cut back to the main shit of these episodes. Joey makes his move playing Marauding Captain, which I used to play, by the way, when I was in my Yu-Gi-Oh days, which has an ability to summon another monster to the field, which he picks Battle Warrior. Joey uses both monsters for a direct attack, sending down to 2100 life points, but it does not shake Valon at all. Valon takes his turn and brings the helmet back with its effect, then plays the Seal of Orichalcos, which Maya see from afar drive towards. Valon gets all bad guyed up and plays full armored gravitation, which allows him to draw 10 cards and summon any armor cards he draws. He summons basically another suit of armor. Some names are different. I'll specify which if they hold any value in explaining. Valon says this suit of armor is even stronger than the last and goes for Buster Knuckle. Man, I did a Buster Knuckle last Thursday. As the attacker...
The fuck does that mean?
You know what that means. No, it doesn't. That sounds actually weird. Actually, I take it back. That was gross.
Leave this in. I will make callbacks if you say you don't.
I'll leave it in. Jesus Christ, that was just a horrible joke. You just gotta throw some jokes out there, and this one just sucked.
Oh no, Andy. Jokes are funny.
Anyway. Valon says this suit of armor is even stronger than the last and goes for Buster Knuckle as the attacker, which grows in strength for every armor card on the field, which is 1900 attack, and destroys Marauding Captain, sending Joey down to 1800 life points. As Joey kneels in pain from the attack, Valon asks if he's had enough, to which Joey responds that he's been through worse, which I agree, as the Merrick duel is significantly more devastating than whatever the fuck this is. Valon says he has to get rid of Joey, as all Mai wants to do is duel Joey, but Valon is being an overprotective wannabe boyfriend and says he doesn't want her in that kind of danger again. Joey is sick of Valon's behavior and says Darts is messing with all of them, but Valon is just not listening. There's a flashback of Mai getting the Orichalcos ritual and Valon trying to rizz up on Mai and failing. So Valon thinks being Joey will get all of her past out of her head and start anew with him, like I said before. Gross. Oh, by the way, a little fun fact. So they do a little flashback of when Mai gives the Duelist Kingdom card to Joey so he can duel Bandit Keith. They redubbed Mai's lines, which kind of makes sense for the voice actress, but I don't think they needed to do that. Should have been fine. It's whatever, though.
They may have had to have paid the old voice actress if they used her take.
I think she was passed away, though. I guess her estate, but I feel like it costs more money to redub the lines.
Let's not pretend 4Kids has ever made the smartest decisions about what they did.
What? They're a strong, thriving dubbing company right now, aren't they?
Oh, I got bad news. Someone dropped a Buster Knuckle on him last Thursday. That's a callback, and it's funny. That's how jokes work.
I'm keeping it in. You don't have to do the callbacks.
I know you are. I'm making sure. I'm duct taping you and myself to the floor. Yeah, I know we're going to stay here.
I'll sure show him. We're both trapped now. Joey takes his turn and sacrifices his Battle Warrior for Jinzo and attacks Valon's Psychic Armorhead, but the attack is deflected to another piece of armor, which sends Valon's life points down to 1600. We cut to the B plot, and the Dragon cards destroying all the monsters and returning to their owners. Kaiba walks off as he's too cool and rich for these nerds. They deduce that they can find Joey through Kaiba's dual disc tracking system, but Kaiba is long gone and he just cannot hear him, and they just will not help. So Rebecca goes hacker mode to get the info she needs. The gang waits for more of the episode to pass before doing anything else. Back to the duel. Valon takes his turn and uses Burning Knuckle to attack Jinzo and destroys Valon's monster, which sends him to 900 life points, but Jinzo loses 1700 attack points. Joey is confused by Valon's strategy again, but continues on as he plays Rocket Warrior to hopefully seal the deal. He goes in for the attack on the boots, and Valon uses his shield to defend himself from Rocket Warrior. Joey goes in for attack with Jinzo, and Valon defends again because plot armor, and destroys Jinzo. We see Mai having PTSD flashbacks and being influenced by the bad guy card, where literally the Seal of Orichalcos just shows up on her forehead, signaling the determination to stay a bad guy. The gang wait for Rebecca to keep hacking. Tristan talks about how Joey thinks he's a bad friend and how he has to set things right, and he's mad Tristan's mad he let Joey get into that type of danger as we get back to the duel again, because we don't really give a shit about what Tristan thinks. Valon summons Buster Pile to, I think that's how you said the name. Sometimes it was hard to understand his accent through his.
In the sub, it's spelled like the way he spelled it, Buster Pile, but instead of an I in Pile, it's a Y.
I wonder, is that?
I assume a lot of this is like references to like different like Gundam attacks. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I don't know. At least I said it right, because sometimes the Australian accent I had a hard time understanding. It was like Buster Pile or whatever, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I beat those men to death in that alley.
I beat that. I gave him a good what for. I'll tell you what's it.
Oh no, they're all dead.
So he summons Buster Pile to replace his destroyed arm and attacks Rocket War, destroying it and taking 500 of Joey's life points. Valon ends his turn with Data Brain, which he links up to his helmet card.
Hey, is that a brain, Valon? Oh, Data Brain. Sorry, Australia.
It's like,
you know what you sound like.
It's Brooklyn versus Australia. It's kunai with chain. Oh, it's Data Brain.
Kunai with brain.
Joey draws the super special Dragon Good Guy card as the episode ends. Oh, what a couple episodes.
Yeah. My only note for this is that because Valon is wearing his different armor cards whenever he attacks, he has to walk back to his side of the field after attacking.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's very like anticlimactic. Kind of lame, because he's a lame-o fucko.
Yeah. Moving right along, episode 171. Episode opens up with the Friendship Squad still waiting on Rebecca to hack the duel network. She does. And she even prints out the map quest so the Pharaoh and Tay and Tristan can all find Joey's location. Helpful. Back in the duel, Joey summons Brigadier of Landstar and plays Monster Reborn to bring back Rocket Warrior, then plays the Claw of Hermos. The Claw fuses with Rocket Warrior to make Rocket Hermos Cannon, which is a bazooka that has Rocket Warrior's green and black checker pattern on part of it. And then the rocket is equipped onto the Brigadier. Joey attacks with it, and the Rocket of Hermos Cannon's effect activates, letting Joey attack all of the armor pieces at once, destroying all of them and laying Valon out on the ground in a funny pose.
Dead as fuck.
Joey thinks he's won, but Valon reveals that he used his active guards effect to reduce all of the battle damage he would have taken to 0, so he's relatively fine. He then also reveals his Data Brains card effect, which lets him make a copy of the Rocket Hermos Cannon for himself. Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, these cards aren't real, so he'll just do whatever he wants.
Surprised they aren't making those real. And then they just have, like, you get, like, toys, like, toy armor to, like, go with it. So you go up to your Yu-Gi-Oh tournament and you're like, I play Psychic Armor Head and put a helmet on your head.
Bro, they don't even make dual discs anymore. I doubt they're going to make toys.
No, they don't.
Valon does the Psychic Head Armor thing, bringing it back from the graveyard, and then summons Burning Knuckle before equipping it to himself, I guess. And then equipping the copy of Hermos Rocket Cannon to himself. I'm just going to say, whenever Valon's doing anything, it's him that's doing it. I know it's his monsters, but he's wearing them, so it's him. He then shoots Brigadier of Landstar.
Not the Brigadier of Landstar. Anything but the Brigadier.
Yeah, he was the last line of defense. This attack also destroys Joey's Hermos Rocket Cannon because it's technically also a monster, and reduces him to 400 life points. Valon's copy of the Hermos Rocket Cannon then goes away because he only gets it for a turn. And Joey's looking a little fucked up. He's even got the glossy eyes he has when he passed out in the Merrick duel, because he's actually getting punched through a lot of these.
Yeah, he's getting his ass whooped. And it kind of show, like, this is one of those duels where it kind of shows pretty well because they're physically punching each other.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Kaiba takes the time to buy a sports car right off the lot, paying a clean $500,000 for it so he and Mokuba don't have to dirty their shoes walking through the streets of vague Florida.
It's definitely Orlando. No, it's definitely like Tampa or some shit.
Yeah, it's one of the more big they have like 2 major corporations at headquarters there. Kind of weird the city doesn't have any civilians walking on the streets or even lane markers on the roads, but hey, that's Florida, baby. Joey sets a card and ends his turn. Valon summons Black Hole Shield, which is another monster, boosts the Burning Knuckles power, because that's what it does. And Valon attacks directly with it, just going across the field to punch Joey right across the face. But Valon is shocked to see that Joey has not taken any damage from it, and Jorah reveals his activation of Aura Armor, which costs him half his life points, putting him down to 200, In exchange, he gets his own power armor suit. It's red and white and it has wings, and I don't think it looks as cool as Valon's.
He's
But
emulating
unlike
the
Valon's,
aura,
which
bro.
has the because she's modern slang keeps adding new words. Is this what it feels like to get old?
Yes.
Damn it. Unlike Valon's armor, which has the power of plot convenience, Joey's armor has the power of being the attack and defense of it are equal to Joey's life points.
So 200.
Plenty. Valon sets a card and passes his turn. On Joey's turn, he plays Roll of Fate, which looks like it should be a Duke Devlin card because he rolls a die, and then he gets an effect based on what he rolls. Well, the effect is the same, it's just how much of it is determined by what he rolls. The effect is to draw cards equal to the number rolled, and then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. And he rolls a 4. Good number. He does the stuff, and then plays the ritual spell Red Eyes Transmigration, which requires him to tribute a Red Eyes Black Dragon and a warrior monster. So he sends away the Red Eyes from his hand and his aura armor to summon Lord of the Red, which manifests as a Red Eyes Black Dragon battle suit on himself. Because we need more of these two punching each other.
It's literally the most interesting thing about it.
The Red Eyes armor has 2400 attack, and Joey attacks Psychic Head armor by leaping 30 feet in the air and trying to do a sky punch onto Valon. But Valon uses Black Hole Shield to negate the attack by attributing itself.
I gotta say, the Red Eyes armor does slap though. It's the better than the other one.
It's better than Aura armor.
I like it, especially because it's Red Eyes.
Yeah, I like Red Eyes. Wish it was better.
Yeah, me too.
Joey and Valon both declare how excited they are, and Joey thinks that under different circumstances, he'd love to just duel Valon for fun.
Wouldn't we all?
Dueling for fun is fun. Maya arrives on the scene and demands Valon switch places with her, but Valon says nah, and he says he gets why Maya's been so obsessed with Joey. And I'm actually starting to come around on Valon in this, at least in the sub version.
Yeah, not the dub version. I mean, this is the best he's been at the end of it here, but like...
Yeah. Valon's whole character at this point has just been like, obsessed with Mai and like mad at Joey, but now he's actually like dueling Joey. He's been like, you know what, I kind of get it. This Joey guy's cool.
This Joey guy's got a lit. I gotta like him.
Yeah, he's got armor. I've got armor. We're just punching the shit out of each other. This is great.
What could go wrong? Oh no, there goes my soul.
Oh, not yet. Valon says that Joey has a passion for dueling that he and Mai don't, and that he wants to keep dueling to feel his feeling more. Joey sets a card and ends his turn. Valon plays Monster Reborn to revive Buster Pile, and Joey plays Scapegoat so he can use Lord of Red's effect, which responds to 2 spells being played in the same turn, and it destroys all the monsters, except for itself. Joey's armor ignites, and he jumps 10 stories up, gonna do a big punch, and Valon jumps up to meet him on the descent. The two collide and explode, with Valon falling to the ground in a smoldering heap, having lost all of his armors, and Joey landing much more gracefully. Just very funny to see, like, Maya's like a horrified face as Valon's just smoldering remains hits the ground. To be fair, that looked like it fucking hurt.
I bet it did fucking hurt. Made me kind of think of Flame Wingman.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get there someday, maybe.
Yeah, gonna. I demand.
Oh yeah, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is your favorite.
Yep. With no monsters on his side of the field, Valon passes his turn. On Joey's turn, he goes right into the attack, but Valon activates his set Extinction Fist. And I don't remember him setting it, but I'm really enjoying this duel, so I don't care. Extinction Fist ends the battle phase and reverts Lord of Red back into Aura Armor and Red Eyes Black Dragon by Valon punching Joey in the gut, and the episode ends.
Dick. He's like, pop.
I activate right cross. Bah! Episode 172 opens up with the Pharaoh Tay and Tristan still looking for Joey. Who cares? Show me the punching. Back in the punching, Joey's at 200 life points and Valon is at 900. Maya's in the cuck chair watching and thinking about how she wants to duel all intense like they are. The Seal of Orichalcos manifests on her head briefly, and I'm sure that's probably fine. Joey has to pay half his life points when Aura Armor is summoned, so he actually goes down to 100, sets 2 cards, and ends his turn. Valon does the Psychic Head Armor thing, bringing it back, then plays Phoenix Gravitation to summon 4 armors back from his grave. He gets Burning Knuckle, Jet Gauntlet, Over Boost, and Active Guard, and I'm not going to pretend the names of these actually matter. He puts on the suit, and after striking a cool pose, Joey activates Grave Robber to steal Valon's Big Bang Blow, then activates Take One Chance, which activates a card at random from his own grave. Joey is the one playing the card, so his luck does the thing. He gets the Claw of Hermos, which combines with the Big Bang Blow to make Big Bang Dragon Blow. So now he gets an armored dragon arm over his aura armor. Valon's having a great time, and he attacks, the two launching themselves at each other in colliding fists. Joey activates Big Bang Dragon Blow, tributing his Red Eyes to destroy all of Valon's monsters, and deal damage to Valon equal to their attack, which causes Valon to lose the duel. Valon says he has no regrets as he collapses and the Seal of Orichalcos takes his soul. Darts receives the soul in his creepy temple and says Mai's soul is next. Odd thing to say.
Which is interesting because he said in the dub something like, oh, well, Mai's going to be up, so one of their souls will be next, either Joey or Mai.
Yeah, it's possible I misread the thing, and when he said Mai is next, he may have been talking about Mai's going to duel next, but I swear he said her soul is next.
Maybe it's a little bit of kind of both. Maybe he just assumes that his father's going to lose.
Could be. Mai holds Valon's corpse and cries briefly before doing a 180 and calling Valon a loser. Joey says you can't be talking like that, and he says that he respects any duelist who gave it their all and then challenges Mai to a duel. They take the time to prop Valon's corpse against a fence before Joey and Mai agree to go all out against each other.
How nice of them.
We see the other groups traversing the city, and Mokuba remarks on the thing I said earlier about there being no people. Kaiba says Doma are probably behind it and does not elaborate.
Can you elaborate on that? No.
The duel begins, and Mai is going first, summoning Cyber Harpy Lady and passing her turn. On Joey's turn, we see that he is still a little shook up from having his fist fight with Valon, and his vision's starting to go blurry, and he may in fact be concussed.
He might be a little more than concussed. Might be a little...
I'm a little fucked up here.
Yo, can you help me out here? I can't see my red eyes black dragon anymore.
Joey, you're losing a lot of blood. What's your blood type? Red.
Was that anyone else's?
Don't worry, Yug. The doctor said my bleeding was internal. That's where it's supposed to be.
It's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke.
Yep. I make a lot of references to that show I've never actually watched, but I know the bits.
Very quotable show.
Yeah. Joey's turn. He summons Blue Flame Swordsman and passes his turn. It looks like Flame Swordsman, but blue. Also, it has the effect of the Deckmaster Flame Swordsman where it can pass its attack points to other cards.
Well, it had to work somewhere.
Yeah. Joey says Valon communicated with dueling more than by talking, so he's going to let the dueling get his feelings across to Mai rather than try to talk to her as he had in their last match. Healthy communication between friends is important, but this is Card Games the show, so maybe the dueling will work.
Maybe not.
Mai says Joey will never understand her, and Joey says he wants to try. Still trying for that good communication.
Hey, gotta try.
On Mai's turn, she summons a second Cyber Harpy Lady and equips it with Arrow Nail, boosting its attack by 300, and then attacks and destroys the Blue Flame Swordsman. But when Blue Flame Swordsman is destroyed, Joey gets to summon Normal Flame Swordsman, and Mai doesn't want to just trade her monsters with it, so she sets a card and ends her turn. On Joey's turn, he tributes his monster to summon Cybertech Alligator, which has 2,500 attack points. Joey attacks the Cyber Harpy Lady that has been equipped with Arrow Nails and destroys it. Arrow Nails then auto-equips itself to the other Harpy Lady, because that's what it does when it goes to the graveyard. So I guess Joey did miss out on doing some extra damage, but I don't think he knew Arrow Nails would do that, and it doesn't really matter. Actually, it might have made the difference in who won the duel, actually. I don't remember exactly. Let's keep in mind there was like 300 damage that Joey missed. No. Yeah, he missed out on getting 300 more damage on. I'll keep that in the back of my head as I go through my notes. Mai's turn, she plays the... Oh, Joey sets a card and passes his turn. On Mai's turn, she plays the Seal of Orichalcos, summons a third Cyber Harpy Lady, and attacks with the Arrow Nails Harpy, destroying the alligator before going for a direct attack. But Joey activates his set Scapegoat. Mai, however, was ready for this, activates her set Nightmare Tri-Mirror, which summons a copy of Cyber Harpy Lady for each non-normal summon monster Joey has put into play. So she gets 4 more, but they can't attack this turn. She does still use the attacking Harpy to destroy one goat. This is the same move that happened in their last duel. Episode ends.
Yay!
Episode 173 opens up with the friendship people still looking for Joey, despite having seen multiple beams of light from duels and 2 Seal of Orichalcos getting dropped out of the sky.
And they have literal 2 dragons who have some sort of connection to the third dragon. So there are many ways they could have gotten there sooner.
Kaiba is blasting Orichalcos ghosts with blue eyes. So that's what he's up to.
Hey, doing his favorite thing, using Blue Eyes White Dragon. What complaints you got?
Joey and Mai both have 3,600 life points, and it's Joey's turn. He sets Swordsman of Landstar in defense, puts 2 cards in the back row, and his vision is really fuzzy and he's starting to fumble putting the cards into place.
I can't see what I'm doing, Yug.
Mai says Joey never gives up, even when facing stronger opponents, and asks if he's ever scared of losing. Joey counters by asking what winning actually means to her and what she wants to get out of it, and she doesn't really respond. Joey says Mai used to say you could only trust yourself, but everyone bonded during Duel's Kingdom, and he's wondering why her character has regressed. This dialogue is mostly to pad time, and I'd rather just duel. We've seen the episodes and the flashbacks that they're putting up in the back of the stuff. We know the story, we know why.
No, you don't.
Oh, I'd be knowing.
If you wanted to know, you can listen to our episodes on the subject. It's season 1 of the Kuribros podcast.
I want you to know I make that same joke further in my notes.
Beat you to it!
God damn it. You've taken everything from me.
Not Buster Knuckle, though.
No one can ever take that away. I'm a pro. Maya's turn, and she attacks, but Joey activates Double Magic Arm Bind, attributing 2 of his scapegoats to take control of 2 Cyber Harpies. Joey then also activates Vow of the Tribe, which prevents a monster from attacking if the opponent controls a monster with the same name. So Maya can't attack with Cyber Harpy Lady because Joey controls Cyber Harpy Lady. Maya thinks of Joey's willpower and how he never gives up, and realizes that this is what Valon was talking about, the thing Joey has that he and she don't. Maya ends her turn. Darts is in temple watching the duel, and I don't know why we cut to that little scene. He didn't say anything or move.
It's better than him just doing the same fucking monologue that they always do with that shit.
Yeah, but we didn't have to cut to him at all.
I swear, we cut to... There's always a point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they cut to the... I mean, I guess maybe this is just an anime trope in general, but like, we cut to a bad guy in Yu-Gi, and they always say some stuff like, this is my evil plan that you've known about the entire season, but I have to reiterate it because we need to pad the time. Soon, my Leviathan.
Well, like every episode of Power Rangers has like Rita or Zed being like, I'll get those Rangers. You, my Legion of Freaks, what's our plan this time?
Throw another
We got a
giant
rapping
monster.
pumpkin, is that anything? Fuck it, send it.
We got this guy who we can give a green Power Ranger suit to. Maybe we can make him a bad guy. Oh no, we made the coolest Power Ranger.
Sure would be a shame if in the actual footage that they took to make Power Rangers, the Green Ranger died, and we just had to keep the character. Yeah, that's why Tommy Oliver lost being the Green Ranger. In the actual Power Rangers, like Go Ranger, the Green Ranger died, and that's why they stopped having one around.
The Super Sentai, whatever.
Yeah.
So is that when they made the White Ranger, or?
I think they made the White Ranger partly, I don't know. I remember I read this like this week, but I don't remember all the details. But I think they like kept Tommy around because the White Ranger was a thing, and they didn't want to like hire like another person to be a ranger.
R.I.P. to that actor.
Joey's turn. He tributes Cyber Harpy Ladies and Swordsman of Landstar. 3 tributes. Here it comes. Guilford the Lightning.
Yeah! One of my favorite Joey cards.
Love that card. Its effect activates for being tributed with 3 monsters to destroy all of Mai's Cyber Harpies, and then Joey attacks directly, reducing Mai to 800 life points. On Mai's turn, she plays Card of Sanctity, so both draw until they have 6. Mai plays Monster Reborn to bring back a Cyber Harpy, and then plays Elegant Egotist to summon 2 more Harpies. She then activates Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation, which destroys all of Joey's monsters and deals him damage equal to their attack, so now he's also down to 800 life points too. It might be the concussion talking, but Joey says he's still having fun.
He says something along those lines too. He's something like, "Wow, that was a great move, Mai. I know I'm like getting actually destroyed here, but great move, buddy."
Joey's turn, he draws the Claw of Hermos and activates the Warrior Returning Alive to get back his Blue Flame Swordsman before summoning it. He then plays Dark Flame Ritual, tributing Gearfried from his hand to summon Knight of the Dark Dragon, which when summoned lets him play a Red Eyes Black Dragon from his hand or deck, but it cannot attack this turn. Joey then activates the Claw of Hermos, fusing it with the Red Eyes to make Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword, and equips it to Blue Flame Swordsman to give it 1000 attack. My subtitles may have actually said something different, because I'm pretty sure the Knight of Dark Dragon, like, tributes itself to summon Red Eyes, but they just treat it like it comes out and then Red Eyes comes out, but we never see the Knight again.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened there.
I think it's supposed to be like the Paladin of White Dragon, which also has the effect of tributing itself to summon a Blue Eyes, but 4 Red Eyes.
I guess, but I've never.
But I
heard
don't
of that
think
card
Knight
before.
like existed for a long time, or if it ever existed. I know who's got the
Never
answer though.
know. Oh, you're gonna Google.
Knight of Dark Dragon. Are you real? I don't think it is. It's now that card. They may have made something else like it. Not the point. Now, with the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword equipped onto the Blue Flame Swordsman with a total of 2800 attack, he attacks one of the Harpies, destroying it, putting Mai down to 300 life points, which means I was right. Joey could have won if he had attacked the unequipped Harpy Lady earlier with Cybertech Alligator.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
We do know, I just said it.
Step out the motherfucking stage. That's a Dochi song.
Take your word for it. Joey sets 2 cards and ends his turn, still unsteady from the brain damage. On Mai's turn, she plays Harpy's Feather Duster, get clowned on, destroying Joey's back row and the Red Eye's sword. Mai wants to go all out to defeat Joey, so she activates Spell Reproduction, which lets her discard 2 spell cards to get back 1 spell from her graveyard, and she gets back the Harpy Lady Phoenix formation and plays it, intending for the damage from this card to finish off Joey. However, Joey uses Blue Flame Swordsman's ability to transfer its attack points to a different monster to give its attack stat to one of the Harpy Ladies. So when it dies, it has 0 attack points, so no damage is dealt. If Mai had just attacked with both Harpies, she would have won right there.
But she didn't.
A lot of people missing out on wins.
But
you didn't. Because Blue Flame Swordsman was destroyed, Joey gets to summon back another normal Flame Swordsman. Joey says he wants Mai to act for herself and not listen to Doma. We already know Mai isn't really doing exactly what Doma wants, but Joey didn't see the last episode of the Kuribros podcast, so he doesn't know that. There, that's the joke you took from me. Thanks, bud.
That's not the same joke, though.
No, but it's similar, and you said it first. People gotta remember yours. Fuck!
Andy ruined the Kuribros.
Son of a bitch! Podcast over!
I guess we'll never go to GX.
Podcast resume. Mai passes the turn. Joey's turn, he sets 1 card and passes his turn. Mai's turn, she attacks the Flame Swordsman, but Joey activates Skull Dice, rolling a 2, which, by the previous way Skull Dice works, should have halved Cyber Harpy Lady's attack power to 1,150, but the Flame Swordsman is destroyed, and Joey loses 300 life points, so I guess they finally started using the real Skull Dice effect of reducing attack points by multiples of 100, so the 2 he rolled means Cyber Harpy Lady has 2,100 attack points, after it had gained 500 from Seal of Orichalcos, then losing 200, taking from 18 to 23 to 21, which dealt the 300 damage. That's the math.
My brain hurts, Yug.
Good work, team. Hit the showers.
What's math, Yug?
Maya starts to attack directly, but hesitates, and thinks of all her interactions with Joey. Before she can finish declaring her attack, Joey says that Mai wins, and he collapses. She runs across the field to catch Joey. He apologizes for not being able to help Mai, but says the duel is fun, and the seal takes his soul. Joey does knock a piece of Orichalcos that Mai had been wearing off of a choker, which shatters on the ground. And I guess we're supposed to think there's something going on with carrying a piece of Orichalcos makes you a bad person. Like, I guess that kind of happened with Pharaoh, because he was, like, carrying a little shard when he used the seal.
Yeah.
But they never really, like, convey it well, so I don't know.
That's, I think, the insinuation. Because Darts didn't comment on it, where it's like Mai has been freed or something, so it's, I think, the influence of the Orichalcos is within those stones.
Oh, they don't say anything about that in the sub.
It is, the way he kind of says it is a little weird, but, like, that's kind of what I took from it.
Interesting. Darts receives Joey's soul, and Pharaoh and Kaiba see Timaeus and Critias mournfully crying out, as Hermos' chosen has fallen.
Sad.
Mai picks up the Claw of Hermos card and goes to the Paradius HQ to take on Darts for revenge, now that she's, I guess, freed from stuff and realizes, hey, kind of fucked up, didn't I?
I was doing the bad guy stuff. I should have been doing the bad guy stuff.
However, she doesn't meet Darts. She meets someone else.
Who could it be?
Alistair and Valon are dead, so it's probably Raphael.
No, it's Weevil and Rex. They came back for a third time.
It's Mako Tsunami. We brought back another Duelist Kingdom guy.
It's Panic.
Oh, fuck.
Panic with an Orichalco seal. Crazy.
It's Ghost Kaiba.
Ghost Kaiba. It's the puppet one this time.
Impossible.
Uh,
I think I had more my stuff to talk about that was planned for the end of this whole thing, but I don't remember exactly what it was in my notes versus when we're recording. The Friendship Squad finally arrived to the place where Joey had been dueling and find his body propped against the fence next to Valon's, which is a very funny visual.
They're just like the social distance away from each other.
Yep. Two guys passed out in an empty lot 6 feet apart because they're dead.
But not gay. They could be gay.
Yug, he's bisexual. I didn't know that.
I didn't know what pansexual was. I thought that's when you were fucking a pan. Turns out it's different.
Trans rights, Yug.
Pan's rights.
Anyway, episode's over. People are dead.
Mainly a main character. And a character we've hated for most of the season, but now we kind of like, I guess.
Oh, I remember the thing I wanted to talk about, but it's kind of spoilers, but the show's 20 years old, so I'm going to do it anyway.
What's spoilers about Mai?
I kind of liked some of the stuff they were doing at the end there after Valon and Joey were dead and Maya's like coming back to her senses and picking up the Claw of Hermos, because I think it would have been neat for Maya to have like joined up with the rest of the friendship squad and to actually like try to take on Darts now. Except I know where this is going to go, so it doesn't really matter because that goes nowhere.
Yeah, it doesn't really amount to much, and we'll get into that next episode, but yeah, it will be kind of anticlimactic how she kind of tries to have a redemption and then is gone, I will say. Spoilers. But I guess Raphael's just that strong, quote unquote.
Yeah, he lived on an island by himself. This means the only person who could take him on is Tom Hanks, I guess. And his volleyball deck.
It's just Wilson.
His volleyball spirit.
And he wins. He's like, I play my Wilson Overlord card, and it's got like 10,000 attack points. It's the most OP card in the entire game. These episodes were pretty good. Better than a lot of the episodes we've watched in the last couple of Kuribros episodes.
Yeah, much better than the last one we did.
This was definitely 100. This was significantly better than the Kaiba Alistair duel. Which kind of sucks because I feel like you could have really made the Kaiba Alistair duel something a little bit with a lot of emotional weight, especially because like sins of the father passed on to the quote unquote son, and like Kaiba, dealing with something within his adopted father's past. And like there could have, and with the brothers and everything, there was a lot of stuff that was there that could have done a lot of emotional damage and had a lot of emotional weight to it.
And also, we were supposed to like kind of already have dealt with Kaiba's past in the Noah arc.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm fine with like past mistakes of Gozaburo coming back. Like I don't think that's something just because you destroy Alcatraz and also have a Noah arc where you, I guess, digitally kill your father, and I guess it ends up killing him for good. The idea itself works. They just did a very, very bad job at diving anywhere near into it. And especially gets muddled because I think there's more adult themes in this season that have to get censored out. So things like Alistair and now Valon's past are muddled to a point where if you watch it in the dub, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You telling me that whole thing where he, beating people with pipes and shit would have made this duel I would have been more invested a lot quicker. So I get why you said, because we were talking about it before we hit the record button, like I was like, oh yeah, these are just kind of episodes. They were fine, and you're like, I was gonna come around the end. I was like, wow, why? Now I get it, because you actually had a backstory for Valon.
Yeah, they just made Valon a criminal,
or made him like, I guess with what he was doing, it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you really kind of played on that, like he was maybe like a bad guy trying to be good, but was doing it in bad ways, and then he got put in a crappy situation like that to survive, and just had to survive. It's another one of those things where like the idea works, but the execution does not work because they don't execute it very well or dive into the things necessary to make the story work in that regard. But still pretty cool duels. Great to see Mai kind of come to their senses. Mai's back, baby. She's a baddie, but in a different way now. The original way. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, not really too much else to these episodes. They're kind of just is what it is. So we'll kind of go into the last rematch, which is Yami versus Raphael next episode, and that is significantly shorter than I thought it was going to be. Like, is it like 2 episodes? Pretty sure it's like 2 or 3 episodes. I mean, we're gonna
3.
do, I think, 4 next episode.
3.
We're only gonna do 3 next episode.
Yeah, the breakdowns for this last bit are weird. And strange, and they vex me. But it is what it is. I made the damn schedule, and I have to live with it.
Well, it probably makes the most sense, especially because we're going to be sitting on fucking doing this darts duel for, oh boy, it's 7 episodes or something.
Darts does not deserve as many episodes as he gets.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, we do like all the stuff with like darts dueling in one episode. We're going to be doing it, future tense. The character of darts does not deserve that. Merrick duel versus Yugi was like, what, a 5-parter?
Yes, and that was significantly more interesting. This is
Yeah.
gonna be. It's 6 episodes of darts, and then I guess we're gonna do the last. So we got 2 more episodes left of the season. I think, right?
Oh God. We have 3 episodes to cover in our next episode, and then after that we have 8 episodes to cover.
So yeah, we'll just do one extra long season finale because
It's probably actually going to be shorter because I'm sure we're going to like skip over a lot of shit that doesn't matter.
I do feel like they will probably retread a lot of things, but who knows? We'll see what happens. We're just not going to do what we did last season, where we we fucked up the start of the season finale. We fucked up so bad.
We fucked up.
We did fuck up.
I do think that the way that they like breaking it down, where like the final duel part takes 8 episodes, was very much we bought this many episodes of television, but we don't have enough material to fill it, so they had to stretch it.
I remember one thing for the darts duel is he has like multiple orichalcoses. So
yeah, he had overlapping orichalcomoses,
which is I don't get. It just goes off the rails. So maybe we'll enjoy that. The fact that it's just gonna go straight fuck it mode.
We can talk about Infinity Plus 1.
Surely, we'll be able to talk about a lot of different things. I'm sure in these episodes, but we'll have to get there. So to move on, we'll do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Raphael episode rematch, and then the episode of that darts, and we'll finally get no real care about this guy. We'll finally get rid of that blue, long-haired, spiky-haired fuck.
Of course, you have blue hair and an evil plan for world domination.
That bastard. Anyways, do you want to do you have any final thoughts on these episodes? Or do you just want to go into your social medias?
Let's just do the socials. You can find me twitch.tv/PhoenixForest, youtube.com/PhoenixForest. I do casual gameplay, usually doing replays of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. If you're interested at all in the game and want to see someone doing the play-by-plays, that's me. Sometimes I do other stuff, but it's mostly that. Where can people find you on the internet?
You could find me on Instagram at Papa. I think God, I have it's my new username is Papa POPPA, and the handle is art by Papa underscore on Instagram. Then it's like on Tumblr, it's Papa does art, I believe. God, I should know my socials by now, but I changed them all up, and now it's fucked me all up. Yeah,
Embarrassing. Couldn't be me.
Papa-art on Tumblr. And then you can find Kuribros